Hi, and welcome to the BlockTalk Africa show, powered by Binance. My name is Momo. I'm your host for the show. This is the home for all things crypto, blockchain, and the future of money. In this particular episode, we're going to talk about how to use crypto in everyday life. Last week, we talked about Binance Earn and staking, and today we have a brand new guest who is going to blow your socks off. But before that, make sure to sign up on Binance today using the link in the description below and use the referral code KISSFM. If you're among the first 500 that are going to use that link this week, you'll have 100 shillings in your spot wallet. And follow us on all social media platforms at Binance Africa. If you have any questions, place them in the comments below. I'll come there and answer them as well. And let's get into the conversation of the day. So, welcome to the show. Tell us who you are and what do you do?
Thank you so much, Momo. My name is Roy Kanyi.
Yes.
Officially, Roy Levis Kanyi. I nilikatio Levis. I come from the mountain. R and L. Haziendanishi vizuri.
Yes.
So Roy Kanyi, I'm the go-to tech guy on social media in Kenya. I mainly simplify the technology space. You know, it's usually full of jargons.
Yes.
People don't understand what this is.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that to common mwananchi?
Yes.
Now that's my goal when I'm making my videos or when I'm planning on the next video. Just like, will person X understand Y? Will person Z understand Z? Something like that.
Our crypto tip of the week is for you as a user to check out for businesses that accept Bitcoin. Did you know there are some businesses which actually give discounts to their customers because of using Bitcoin and crypto? So when you go to a shop next time, check, do they allow using crypto in that place? And if they don't, you can probably send them this video and they can sign up as a merchant on Binance. Interestingly, and this is completely unplanned, my latest purchase on a phone, you are one of the people who influenced it. I'll not tell you right now which phone it was, but that was interesting.
Interesting.
So as we get started, I want to know, how did you get into the crypto space?
How did I get into the crypto space? I would want to say out of curiosity. Initially, it started with a platform that came to Kenya where people would scan their eyeballs to get some amount of money.
Yes.
Then now I was like, okay, they've received this as tokens. How do you actually withdraw it maybe to your M-Pesa or something like that? So I found it like a challenge, but I was very interested in knowing how do you move it from this wallet to a different wallet, something like that. So your curiosity ndo ilifanya nikakuwa na interest and started this. And my first platform was Binance. Na hivyo ndivyo moving crypto from one wallet to a different wallet or to my Binance wallet, being able to withdraw that. Now that I've learned it, also, how do I teach people about the same now with video content? The moment I did that video content, people really appreciated that. That video did extremely well. And I was like, so crypto is actually a space I could talk about. And that's how the crypto journey started. And I was like, since I'm starting with Binance, let's move on with Binance all along.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that is how you started. So because the episode today, we're talking about how to be able to use crypto in everyday life. So can you give us a few instances where you've used crypto for yourself in normal day-to-day transactions?
Normal day-to-day transactions. Okay, as a creator, it involves a lot of, a brand will approach you, then you do content for them, then you'll get the monetary compensation out of it. So there are different ways you could be paid. You could be paid either cash, a bank transfer, using now crypto. So even recently on my rate card, I had to include my Binance ID so that if anybody wants to pay me via crypto, they can use that. So yeah, day-to-day usage is, as a creator, I get paid via crypto. So I'm able to charge brands using crypto if they allow crypto. So that is one instance. An instance I haven't experienced, but I know it exists in the Kenyan space, is people do buy cars. You go all the way to Mombasa, you buy a car with, if you have your crypto, you can buy a car with it.
Interesting. So that means you can actually be able to, instead of going to the bank to send money through RTGS or through Swift, you can actually just use crypto and make that payment.
Interestingly, with banks, allow me say transaction might take longer. For example, if you're purchasing a car, you're transferring heavy amount of money, a huge sum of money from one account maybe to another. It might warrant your bank. Your bank can either freeze that account, or your bank will first of all call you to ask, is it actually you who is doing this? But sometimes with cryptocurrencies, because one, when you're signing up, you've registered, there's this thing called KYC. You identify yourself so that a platform like Binance can know exactly who you are. So you find this transaction happen instantly. So hautashinda ukingoja the 1 week, maybe bank approve, or maybe calls from your bank or something like that. Then also steps or just ease of transaction. You know, we are from Kenya, so allow me to use M-Pesa as an example. There is one where you have to go send money, key this, do this, all those steps. But I feel like with Binance, all you just need to do is just write the address and the amount. That's it, and you're done. So the steps are kind of lesser, but there are also many ways to making the steps lesser. You could get a debit card to do all that stuff for you. So you just tap.
From your experience, the ways that someone can be able to send crypto, and which ones you found to be the easiest to actually use?
Well, ways in which you can send crypto and the easiest. As mentioned, personally, I use Binance. We have Binance Pay. That is the one that I feel like it's easier to just make the transaction. So you can either choose Binance Pay, that is where you just need the address of the user, send the money. Two, I've also mentioned a debit card. You could just get a crypto debit card where you just make purchase and it initially converts into any currency you have.
The next thing I would love to know from you is, how does stablecoins help if I'm a business person, or if I'm an individual who wants to do commerce in this 21st century? How does stablecoins now help me to do transactions?
Well, I think we'll first of all pull back and first of all define what a stable coin is,
please.
for the audience. So, in the crypto world, there are many different coins. I'm trying to use as simple language as I can, sitaki kutumia the complex ones. So the coins ziko kadhaa. Hizi coins, they are volatile, meaning some may appreciate in value or depreciate in value. But now we also have those ones zenye ziko constant. Now those are the ones we're calling stable coins. So for a business, how would you know that this is a stable coin and this is not a stable coin? I think we have major ones, for example, like Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum. Some, not all of them, we just have some which are categorized as stable coins, and others are a bit volatile, a bit risky. And for a business person, you need to know which ones are the volatile ones, which ones are the stable ones, so that if you're accepting payment, or at least it will be equivalent to the value of the product even after X period of time. One, you could be sent money as a business person in a coin that is not stable. At the time of transaction, it is at the value of the product, let's say you give. By the time you want to make the withdrawal, unapata hiyo coin ili depreciate in value. So you're making a loss as a business. Unaona, so you need to be vigilant as a business when you're accepting not the crypto payment. Just also know which coins can I allow, which ones can I say acha tungoje kidogo, hizo zitakuja baadaye.
That's interesting. And is it possible to do a crypto payment anywhere? As in, is it legal to do a crypto payment anywhere?
I just don't want to answer it with a yes or no, but let me also say we are growing. The world is growing. At the moment, it is not available everywhere. And it is still not wrong that ziko huko. We still evolve and grow. In Kenya, yes, it's possible to make purchase, payment using crypto. In other jurisdiction, it is not possible. But I also feel like they are getting there. It is not like it's a do or do. In, let's say, country X, hakuna crypto and it will never be there. It's just process pole pole.
Our Binance feature of the week is Binance Pay. This is a way for you to be able to send with no fees money from one Binance account to another. You can actually do this to another person, which is customer to customer, or you can actually do from customer to business, or the third way is to do it from business to customer. This is a way of avoiding high fees that exist on other payment methods, and you can actually get your money instantaneously in your funding wallet. What do you foresee is the future of crypto payments in Kenya or around Africa?
The future of crypto. Wow. I am an optimistic person. Like, for me, naona it will be bright one. Seamless transactions. Like zitakuwa. I feel like we'll get to a point where it will be almost instant. Like, just tap to pay, something like that. With the future of crypto, accessibility, ama itafika point right now. It usually feels a bit like ni jargon. It's so complex. Not so many people understand it. But in the near, let's say, 5 years time, with these crypto exchange platforms coming into different markets, educating the masses, I feel like it will get to a point where it will be just common knowledge. Just send me your wallet. I send the crypto, something like that. So it'll get to a point where everyone now understands that. Future, how do I see crypto? Maybe even replacing fiat currency, as in normal traditional currency. Who knows? Kenya, we are getting there to eliminating cash because we have our own M-Pesa. So who knows? Maybe we might end up now adopting crypto as well because we are a technology-vast country. So
interesting. Second thing I'd love to see in the future would be for people to be able to make government payments and government services using crypto.
So on a blockchain network.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would actually increase for us the transparency on how much money have we actually collected,
As a country.
how is it being used, who has been paid what. Those are some of the things that as a country I see we struggle with.
Something maybe to add before your point paper, it's built on a blockchain network, so it has transparency. So it means when anybody alters anything, someone in Mandera, someone in Garissa can actually tell. Another added advantage, adoption of this in the future, maybe even elections. So we avoid issues like rigging, the general corruption in the country, where we get government money is being spent when inafaa
interesting around the voting, by the way. A system exists.
There's a blockchain system that enables voting. I still don't understand why Kenya, we are not implementing it, but
we are not going to say.
But
I think one of the interesting things with this is that it actually brings accountability to the front. That's one of the things that I love about crypto. And secondly, it's the instantaneous nature of transactions, because if I go to a bank and that transaction is costing 2,000 shillings and it takes me 4 days, and I can actually go and do a transaction on Binance Pay and pay 6 shillings for the same transaction, and within 15 seconds someone in Japan, in China already has that amount of money, then like you're saying, there is a future where crypto replaces fiat. I know it may take 30 years, we never know. But one of the things I love about this space is that every single day there's something that is going to happen in the crypto space tomorrow that we had never anticipated.
Exactly. It's always evolving.
Yes. And that's the one thing that really fascinates me, even when I ask that question, is that there are things that I cannot even think of dreaming can happen in the crypto space that are going to happen, that someone is working on right now and they're going to make actually happen. So I want to ask this. you've been in the space for a while, and there are always new people who are coming into the space, and we have so many questions about crypto.
Yeah.
Someone who's starting today in the crypto space, give us some advice.
Right. So yeah, umeanza sasa kuamini crypto can actually become a thing, but
Yeah.
you're also afraid, how should I handle it?
Yeah.
You shouldn't dip all your arms in it. You might. Anyway, this is Kenya. So a simple piece of advice that is commonly said is, first of all, one, do your own research. But again, how are you doing the research if you don't have the knowledge?
Yes.
So I would just say identify a creator, one or two, maybe on different platforms. It could be YouTube, TikTok,
Yes.
Instagram, who talks about this stuff.
Yeah.
If you trust this creator, just listen to them. Ask them on the comment section, how do I do X? How do I do Y?
Yes.
Most of the time you get a response from them. And at least you're also getting a response from someone who's talking to masses you could trust.
Yes.
Or talk to a friend, person to person. Si lazima uifanye social media.
Yes.
You could be kwa hapo church yenu, mumo anafanyanga mambo ya crypto. Enda salimia ye, ongea naye akueleze tu basic one to one. Sometimes you will learn much better through one-on-one communication than what you could have learned on YouTube. So hivyo ndivyo ninge encourage someone starting out, either do the online route where you could seek information from the internet, everything is available, or person to person. Like if there's a crypto forum going on, attend them.
Yes.
If you hear Roy Kanyi is doing something about Binance on the internet, I've made this video on Binance, you could DM me, ask me, Roy, how do I withdraw this, let's say, to my M-Pesa? How do I send this to my friend in Nigeria? Something like that. I would be very glad to help. Hizo si zile comments zenye, let me say as a creator you ignore. Those are actually the comments you need as a creator. Si zile za tu, hi.
Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, seek the knowledge from the resources that you have around you when you're starting out. Then sasa hivyo ndivyo unaenda ukifanya research yako polepole. Utakuwa unajua this coin, wanaichocha sana, inaweza ikapanda, then it dip, I lose all my money. Ama uko, maybe this will be stable, I can invest more in this, and the returns are good. I don't want to preach about how good the returns are, but they are actually good.
Interesting. I think just to bring it home, one of the ways I put it is you have to commit yourself to learn before you can earn.
It's true.
So you take away the L.
I love the words.
When you're in a car, you take away L, and then you can now get on the road. Most people come into the space, and the one thing that they really want is, I want to earn money. But
you don't have
put
the
the
knowledge.
learner sticker first and then learn. And
I love that one.
I'm going to patent that and charge. I know this, it's gone so quickly. Thank you so much for your time, Roy.
Thank you so much.
I know we can continue this conversation for a very long time. Thank you for showing up and letting us know your expertise. This episode, we're talking about using crypto in everyday life, and we are really grateful for your insights as well.
I appreciate that, Momo. And if in case you're listening or watching this, you can find me on social media at roy.kanyi, everywhere with a yellow profile. I'm smiling, so ni mimi mtanipata. Thank you so much, Momo. I appreciate this. You're having a conversation in Missouri because I feel most people need to hear